The first series for the Buccaneers indeed saw the starters take the field just as head coach Bruce Arians had said this past week. After winning the toss and electing to receive, a holding call on linebacker Kevin Minter backed the Bucs up on the return and had them starting at their own 10-yard line. Quarterback Tom Brady started with back-to-back handoffs to running back Leonard Fournette before a short pass to running back Giovani Bernard on third down would help the Bucs convert their first third down. A deep ball attempt to wide receiver Antonio Brown fell incomplete and the series ended on a punt after Brady took a third down sack. Tampa Bay punted from deep in their own territory, surrendering the ball to Cincinnati at their own 43-yard line. The Bengals were quickly faced with their first third down of the night before converting on a 15-yard completion to Tyler Boyd from quarterback Brandon Allen. The drive would prove fruitless where 2 plays later inside linebacker Lavonte David would force and recover a fumble at the Bucs' 20-yard line to give the ball back to the offense. Quarterback Blaine Gabbert took over, signaling that Brady would be done for the night. Gabbert led a drive all the way down the field, thanks predominantly to running back Ke'Shawn Vaughn and an 18-yard completion to tight end Tanner Hudson, getting Tampa Bay to the 2-yard line. 2 plays later, it was Vaughn who would finish the drive, muscling his way into the end zone. The Bucs then lined up in a bizarre formation, acting like they were going for a 2-point conversion before condensing into a typical point-after formation. Kicker Ryan Succop then kicked the extra point from the 2-yard line and though the ball went through the uprights, the kick was no good as the referee reminded the teams and the crowd that kicking from the 2-yard line is, well, illegal. It made the score 6-0 with 2:06 left in the first quarter. The next drive for Cincinnati would end almost exactly like the first. After getting a majority of the way down the field, the Bucs defense came up with yet another takeaway. After completing the catch, defensive back Ross Cockrell forced the fumble from wide receiver Mike Thomas's hands and it was then recovered by rookie inside linebacker KJ Britt. The Bucs offense took over at their own 12-yard line with quarterback Ryan Griffin under center. He would get them as far as the Bengals' 42-yard line before a failed fourth down try would give the Bengals the ball back. It wasn't before the Griffin-Hudson connection was re-established, though. Hudson had 2 catches on the drive, one for 11 yards, another for 6, with Vaughn again picking up a lot of the work. The Bengals took over at their own 42-yard line with 6:12 left in the half. The next drive for the Bengals was actually continued by a Bucs takeaway.